jungle hero.
I had a feeling that it would be Jushin. I think Jushin is very punishing to heroes that want to look for a setup, like a Terizla, like a Ruby. The displacement of the Jushin is very difficult to overtake, so I think it does work well and blend in well with the entirety and the idea that they want to go for. They also have a little bit more of outplay material with the Arlet as well as the Edith, so these team fights are going to be a little bit more tricky for Falcons Apbren this time around.
It's going to be tricky, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it is at match point for Falcons Apbren.
One game away for the M5 World Champions to move forward into the Grand Finals. One game away of remaking history, putting Yoodo Red Giants in their spot. And with that, I'm going to throw it over to you guys to cast and bring us into the third game in this best of 5.
Thank you again, Eterna. Will we see the Land of Dawn the last time for this series, or will we see another Land of Dawn game? Let's see. Yoodo Red Giants taking on Falcons Apbren.
And we can see right now for Yoodo Red Giants, they are really on the aggressive side, specifically in the middle lane. But this is a very different rotation from Q because he goes at the lane as to where Super Marco is.
Let's say it's a 1v1 Raw. Stormy and Yums will force Super Marco to use that flicker early. That's already a spell wasted. And also for Cram on the bottom side actually spent his flicker as well. Kalteezy though, he smells it, he gets it. First blood towards Kalteezy.
What a rotation there by Falcons Apbren. Almost a kill at the top lane, but there's a cross-map play, I think, for Yoodo Red Giants. But Ogwen is still alive. So Sekais is now at level 4. Same goes with Kalteezy for this game. So expect more of the rotations in the golden because that is what's happening for both of our teams. And this is going to be a pretty intense fight, I guess, because a lot of trades, even bottom lane here. But Cram, he needs to be careful against the Flapteezy and Kalteezy.
It's already very different from game 1 until early first blood, and Kalteezy looking for an angle already, so more confident here, and as well as more aggressive from the side of Falcons Apbren.
Even Owen is poking some of players here from Yoodo Red Giants. A lot of pokes at the middle lane, so they are positioning themselves in a way that they could get a kill, but we have Kalteezy as well for Falcons Apbren.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow Kill will secure that, but Sekais will secure that kill as well. Both kills here towards both respective junglers.
But for Ogwen, he used his flicker already, so this is going to be a long turtle fight again for both of our teams, and they want to have those plus 4s be at level 4, specifically for Stormy, who is still at level 3. Again, because of the aggression that Falcons Apbren has been doing against them, the rotation isn't that continuous for YRG. And yep, we have Yums here already for the vision, but for Falcons Apbren, there is Few and Flapteezy.
Let's see here the setup. Jungler levels, yeah. Kalteezy at level 6, for Skies level 6, so they are at same level now. Falcons Apbren, they might look for an opening with Ogwen. Looking to hold on towards that flicker just yet though. Well, let's see here, Skies finds it. Penalty zone towards the backside though, it's next on towards still, but it seems like Yoodo Red Giants, they're ready to fight as well. Ogwen displaced towards the backside, knocked up, Ogwen falls.
That is a very nice lantern flare usage there from Stormy, and it's more of the continuity in terms of setting up a play for Yoodo Red Giants that made them win that turtle team fight against Falcons Apbren. So a little bit of delay on the reaction from Falcons Apbren, hence YRG secured that one. But yep, Flapteezy, you have 3 players at the bottom lane.
Flapteezy not sure here, no flicker, so it seems like with the airborne, Flapteezy will not able to survive, and Sekais finds the extra 200 gold. Grandma though will be the trade, so both XP laners will fall in the bottom side of the map.
But still better trade from Yoodo Red Giants because you have 2 players with assists because of that kill against Flapteezy, but it was a nice reaction from View at the time. And right now, I think the problem for Falcons Apbren is, again, the lantern flare from Stormy. It's as if they are not really timing it that much. before counter engage against YRG, but yeah, Yoodo Red Giants, they just need to continue what they're doing. Probably get those jungles or neutrals against Kyle TZ as early as now.
Well, Yoodo Red Giants here looking for an opening, perhaps in the mid. Final flash view now, use the flicker. Oh, good onwards, onto his Ogwen, and the damage will come through towards Few. Ogwen and Few falls in the mid. Shadow kill, a desperate one, but Kyle TZ will be able to get out with that quad Shadow. Now Flap TZ with the penalty zone will deal damage towards Stormy and you. Super Mario a little bit late, but Yoodo Red Giants, they were able to get out and disengage.
Okay, so for Super Marco, I thought he's gonna dive under the turret with the two players already low on life from Yoodo Red Giants, but it's more of the discipline for him. Again, for your Yoodo Red Giants, nice usage of skills. They were very sustainable at the middle lane. That's why Falcons Apbren, they need to speed things up and take objectives. Hence, they are at position.
Oh, Stormy a little bit late there, a little bit late for the backup. But the turtle now will fall to the hands of Falcons Apbren. Yep, Falcons Apbren, they have found compensation, but man, the guys will not stand idly by. They will take the first structure in the game.
That is a very nice cross-map play from Yoodo Red Giants. I mean, keep up on those setup plays from Falcons Apbren. They're not giving them the chance to win on team fight. And if ever there's gonna be a play from Falcons Apbren, there's a counter on other lanes. So I really like how Cram is playing on this game because it's as if he is the initiator from Yoodo Red Giants, and then there's gonna be that follow-up setup play from Yumes, and Stormy's doing a great job on that Yujin play, and I heard the conceal from YRG.
Yeah, Yoodo Red Giants, they want to set things up in the top lane. Oh, good displacement there on towards Flap TZ, and he will be forced to use the flicker. The damage will follow. Innocent with the Shaman Force, dealing a lot of damage, immobilizing Ogwen as well, and Graham secures it. Shadow kill towards the backside, will not be able to find anyone. Good onwards, on towards Kyle TZ in the backside. The Graham will deal a lot of damage and also takes a lot of damage. Kyle TZ will fall in the hands of the jungler as well. At the end, it's a 3-4-1 in favor of the Giants.
What a nice play from Yoodo Red Giants. Even a buy time, by the way, from Cram, but middle lane. Unstoppable already for Sikais, but Stormy's gonna be down. Super Marco running for his life. Now Falcons Apbren, there's a bit of a juggle for them against the Yoodo Red Giants, but YRG is keeping up that lead. 1,800 in terms of gold. We have Sikais and Innocent on top of that gold farm against the Falcons Apbren. Sikais, by the way, is at 5,700, while Kyle TZ is at 4,400. So that's a huge leap in terms of the itemization because he has the Malefic Roar already.
Oh, that's more damage already, right? And 7 minutes in, what a recovery by Yoodo Red Giants. Cram, though, will take a lot of heat here with the crowd control and damage. Flap TZ will be able to take him down the middle. Different situation. You will be taken down. It's a 1-for-1 on the XP for the mid. Take a look at Sakai's. He will clean up on the turtle. So that's a 1-for-1, but the mute falls to the Yoodo Red Giants.
Nice diversion of attention for the players of Yoodo Red Giants at the middle lane. So it's a free turtle rather for Sikais at that time. Sikais, by the way, is at 504, and because Stormy heard that conceal, he just prepared himself if there is gonna be that threat from Falcons Apbren. And Supermarket is just taking his time to farm for this game. The only item that he has, or core item that he has, is the Wind Talker. Setup play, more pokes.
Yeah, they are not sure here. They do not want to overcommit just yet. Yumes poking around, as well as Stormy and Falcons Apbren, while Super Marco, he has 2 items already. Windtalker and Endless Battle, not Power Spike yet. But if you say that he is able to deal damage, the answer is yes.
Ooh, nice setup play.
Oh, Super Marco, the backside, Flap TZ flickers out of the way. The alley-oop from the side of Stormy will be able to be finished by the members of Yoodo Red Giants. They want the triple as Graham jumps in, dives in. Now on the backside, it is actually the Hayabusa looking for a small cheeky kill, but it will not be available because of the alley going up again, and Sakai secure the godlike.
That is going to be a wipeout also for the side of YRG, hence them taking this turret at the middle lane. So things are looking good for YRG. The layering of skills is there. Stormy is doing a pretty stable job, by the way. 0-3-15. So all 15 kills from YRG. He has participated there. It's 100% kill participation for this Eugene, and I think Falcons Apbren is having a hard time to counter this type of lineup from Yoodo Red Giants, because even at the item shows. So we have the Thunderbelt already for Cram, Road to Dominance Ice, and even for Falcons Apbren, they can even peel the shield and even the HP bars here of Yoodo Red Giants. And because of the team fight, from 2,000 gold lead and now 7,000 for YRG.
Things are not looking good here for Falcons Apbren. Yoodo Red Giants, can they keep up here to stay in the series? The Lord, yeah, the first one will be taken for the side of Yoodo Red Giants.
Also, it's kind of hard for Falcons Apbren to counter-engage, because Yooms is always one step ahead against Falcons Apbren. Even Yu is having a hard time to place that Eternal Guard, right? So we have the Lord now for Yoodo Red Giants in the middle lane.
Oh, good! Pull there, and even the damage comes through for Kaltizi to be taken down. And now this is the first Lord, but Falcons Apbren, they're a man down. Will they be able to defend their inhibitors?
After that, we have the Holy Crystal ready for Innocent. So 70 seconds before Kyle TZ is alive, but it's just the first turtle of the game. Falcons Apbren struggling to defend.
Final flash on towards you. Kaltizi holding on. Now he will look and run, trying to survive from Innocence as he claims the unstoppable. Here, Yoodo Red Giants still stands with 5, and with that, they will be satisfied in taking the mid-base turret.
Definitely, there's a huge lead in terms of the items and even the levels here from our players. Sekai's is at level 15, while Kaltizi is at level 13. So we are still at 11 minutes of the game, very far from that equilibrium moment. So for Falcons Apbren, it's kind of hard for them to defend, since Yoodo Red Giants is more on the aggressive side. But they have the kit, as long as there is a nice I'm offended play from Oakland and then finish it with a penalty zone. YRG, they're just jumping against FCAP.
Yeah, this is very different from game 1 and 2, because Yoodo Red Giants, they now are dictating the game. FCAPs, they are playing us Yoodo Red Giants' game. It's very different from game 1 and 2. And take a look at the tempo control from Yoodo Red Giants as well, right? You know what? There's no objective on the board. Let's slow it down.
And even at the items here for Stormy, there's no slowing down. Even bought that Brute Force breastplate and then the glowing wand. So they just want continuous damage against the FCAP. And we don't have... Okay, we have Dominance Ice for Ogwen. But at the same time, it's really hard for Ogwen to be up front, because even Innocent is almost close to that full item. So probably Road to Blood Wings after this Holy Crystal and even the Feather of Heaven.
And with that, it's very nasty, right? With the Blood Wings, extra shieldings, it will be trickier to take Innocent down. And yeah, I mean, if we're talking about Ogwen, it's very hard for this Ruby to even stay in the front lines. Why? Because there is Stormy. That Zushin is just so annoying that can displace you and put you in a position that you don't want to be in.
Yeah, that's true. And you can see right now the Lord has spawned for this game. Now Yoodo Red Giants, they have the upper hand for the positioning. It's really hard for Ogun to be up front. Even Flappies is having a hard time. Sometimes he uses the penalty zone and the flicker is used to back away against the players of Yoodo Red Giants, not the other way around. So there's going to be an error from Yoodo Red Giants. Probably it's going to be having Stormy up front and take all the damage from Falcons Apbren.
Say, well, Falcons Apbren be able to contest Cal TZ level 14. Of course, Sakai is level 15. Oh, I'm offended. Flicker though will connect on towards one. Sakai secures the Lord, but Cram will be the trade. Will they want more as Flap sees he caught? Flicker is out, but the damage will come through and Flap will fall. It's a 1-for-1 and Lord falls to the Giants.
This is going to be difficult here for Falcons Apbren. Since the Lord has already spawned in the middle lane, there's no added layer of sustain for Falcons Apbren. Although they have Ogwen, but it's kind of hard because they're still waiting for that Eternal Guard from a few, but depending if Kaltizi will get a kill.
To extend the series, will this be it? Now let's see, Ogwen receiving a lot of damage. Super Marco, Kaltizi in the backside will be able to escape, but Stormy falls in the process. Sakai's trades and the base will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game 4.
That is a very nice execution there by the Yoodo Red Giants, not letting Falcons Apbren win. They're not done yet for this tournament.
I have one word.
What is it?
One word.
Tell us.
Jushin.
Jushin.
Yeah.
Big problem for Falcons Apbren, even from the early game.
Yeah, a lot of
Jushin,
defense.
okay, is Jushin 2 words?
Yes, technically.
Technically.
Yes.
But we get you.
Will you get me?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We get you.
Okay, great. But yeah, right, Jushin was like the #1 problem the Falcons Apbren were facing even from that early portion of the game. The laning phase was terrible for Falcons Apbren. It was very difficult for them to have that mid-trio prio. And then as soon as they started getting into the neutral objective takes, the Jushin also had a big say as to how everything really went down. So it was very difficult for Flapteezy to find an opening. Even if he does, there are moments where he misses his penalty zone. But if he does land it, he just instantly gets choke slammed by
true.
Jushin. It's so annoying.
A very masterful usage, by the way, from Stormy. I think Falcons Apbren isn't that prepared if they're up against a Jushin user like Stormy.
Yeah.
We saw how this Jushin was just so causing a lot of problems, right? Because Ogwen cannot really position himself. He shows and then he got knocked up, or he again essentially jawhead ejector, right? With the skills that Jushin has, it's very hard to screen a Jushin's comm. And we saw how YRG, Jushin's value, you know what? Instantly adjustment, I believe. Next game will be banned.
Yeah, it's like going into the arcade and you play a claw game that isn't nerfed.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
It's so reliable, and the fact that the Jushin can even actually go a little bit more utility with her build just makes her that much more difficult to take down and makes her even more annoying, right? Brute Force Breastplate as one of her options, as well as the Clock of Destiny.
Yeah.
So even if the Jushin, she didn't go for Purify, by the way.
Nope.
Stormy went Flicker, and yet there was no point in the game that it was a sure kill onto Stormy.
That's true. And if we look at the assists, it's 20 assists out of the 20 kills of YRG. And if in case someone will find him, Stormy, in the middle of the team fight, he has the Ice Queen wand. So the players from FCAP are slowed, and at the same time, some of the players of YRG are prepared to group up for Stormy's protection.
And with that, right, imagine with the slow, Humes jumps in with the onward, jumps in with the Earth Shatter as well. A lot of utilities, a lot of enablers with Cram as well, Final/Flicker. Yeah, a lot of holes already for FCAP's position or composition, and that is also one of the reasons why Super Marco wasn't able to give out the impacts or create the impacts that he did in the first or the second game.
I agree, and with those rotations, right, Sakai's was given so much more space. Look at his GPM, 981.
Almost close to 1,000, yeah.
That is super high.
And even he's not even the highest damage per minute, right? So imagine if ever all the skills here has been used by YRG and a specific player, how can you sustain that one? How can you sustain the threat? 2,796 damage per minute, and you have another layer of damage from Sekai's fracture.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
That's imbalanced.
I agree, right? She built Brute Force Breastplate.
Yeah.
And she has the highest damage? Stormy!
From the Lanterns.
Prince of Mages, stop!
Yeah, I mean, this is just shows how just when they're online here, Yoodo Red Giants, they are really online here. So guys, picking up the MVP 807.
Wow.
I can't complain.
Yeah, this is probably because of the space again that YRG gave because of the solid trio at the middle lane. They were just juggling and kiting the other lanes from Falcons Apbren. We could see that as early as 3 minutes, even 4 minutes wherein there are bigger neutral objectives during that game. It was very difficult for Falcons Apbren to escape that one because the displacement of their heroes are more on the linear side, and it was better for them if they go aggressive also. But because of the huge gap in terms of the items, even the levels, it was so hard for Ogwen and even Flapteasy to set up a play.
I agree because technically Falcons Apbren had a composition that had the stoppers going for them, right? They had the Ruby, they had a Flapteasy. That should have worked, right? But it doesn't work if you're 11,000k gold. 11k gold behind.
Yeah.
Right? You're just falling so far behind. Every time you go into these team fights, you get shredded by the damage. Because at this point, right, Innocent was already full items. Sakai's was also ramping up on those items. Even Stormy was a big issue, despite her not being full build just yet. And so at the entirety of it all, every time the Yoodo Red Giants pick up something of a... But actually, it's true for both of these teams, right?
Yep.
If you are able to get a big gold gap, a gold lead, and look for that snowball from the early stage of the game, it's very difficult for things...